Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Hi, my name is Irvin Padilla, and I'm here to talk about the recent changes to the Air Force Physical Training Assessment under the DAFMAN 36-2905. First, let's talk about some nomenclature changes to clear up any confusions. I used to be referred to as a physical training leader in my squadron. I'm now referred to as a peer fitness leader. The test itself is now called the PFRA, or Physical Fitness Readiness Assessment. What is the PFRA? Well, according to the DAFMAN 36-2905, Chapter 3.1, the PFRA provides commanders and supervisors with a tool to assist in the determination of overall fitness and readiness of its members. The biggest change to the PFRA is the introduction of the body composition measurement component. Why add this new component? Well, according to an article published in the International Journal of Obesity, higher ratios of waist to height were associated with an increased hazard of cardiovascular disease and all-cause mortality. So while not an immediate assessment of a person's health, it does give an indication of their overall fitness and readiness. The way that it is scored is by using a ratio of the person's height to their waist. This component accounts for 20 points of the total assessment score. The other three components, muscular strength, core endurance, and cardiorespiratory fitness, which have remained largely the same except the point thresholds that have been arranged to accommodate for this new component. The minimum scores for these components are dependent on a person's age as well as sex. For muscular strength, the main exercise is the push-up, and the alternate being the hand release push-ups. The assessment will be how many you can do of each in 1 and 2 minutes, respectively. For the core endurance component, the main exercise is the sit-up. There are two alternates for this component, one being the cross-legged reverse crunch and the other being the forearm plank. This assessment will be how many sit-ups and reverse crunches you can do in 1 and 2 minutes respectively, as well as how long you can hold a plank, with the max being 4 minutes. Lastly, we have the cardio component. The main assessment is how fast you can run 2 miles. There are also two other alternates for this component, one being the high aerobic multi-shuttle run, or HAMR for short, which is where a person runs back and forth between two lines distance 20 meters apart. Members are scored by how many times they can run back and forth within a certain time frame. The second alternate is how fast you can walk 2 kilometers. This alternate is only for members who cannot run. A big change that isn't so much with the test, but with testing frequency, is that regardless of score, every member must test twice a year. Before, it used to be that high scores were exempt from testing again within a given year. Now they must still test, even if exceeding the standard. In conclusion, the Air Force Physical Fitness Readiness Assessment is an essential part of ensuring our military is ready at all times. In this brief, I went over the new names used for referring to the Physical Fitness Readiness Assessment, the new component of the assessment, as well as reviewing the components that carried over, as well as the changes to the frequency at which one is assessed. If the last core value of the Air Force is excellence in all we do, then remaining fit to fight requires year-round discipline to meet that standard. Thank you.